Thank you, friends. Thank you for joining today's session. So, friends, yesterday we went through chapter 9 from the book You Forever. Today we'll continue with chapter 10. Yesterday we learned about how we can consciously do astral travel and what are the steps and process. Today the author explains more deeper into this once we go what we see and how things happen in the astral world. So let's get into this. Let me share the slides. So friends, the book we are discussing is You Forever, and the author is Lobsang Rampa, and we'll go through chapter 9. So the fear and astral world. Here author says the fear is the greatest obstacle. Even yesterday also we went through, right? Author says astral travel itself is very safe, but if we carry any fear, right, any stress, anxiety, then it lowers our experiences, right? We cannot have that positive experience. When the mind is, fear and restless, then we cannot actually do astral travel also. And even if we do, we don't have the present experience. So fear weakens the spiritual awareness. When our mind is calm and relaxed, that awareness will be there and we can actually consciously do the astral travel. So the calmness gives protection, right? The more calm we are, the more growth we can see. So the strange creatures and lower astral entities. See, when we go into the astral dimension, right? So there can be different types of creatures based on the lower or higher, planes where we are traveling. The different creatures, not in like in the physical world, right? Even the higher vibration where we go, higher planes also, there might be different angels or spirit guides who might be in different forms. We never see them. So they might be feel strange, and sometimes we even meet lower entities, right? So there might be different kind of creatures we may encounter. It's not necessary that we always see, but it's very rare possibility that we might see some of them. So many forms of life exist in the astral plane. Nature spirits are usually peaceful. Those who are higher vibration with connected with nature, they are very peaceful and calm. But sometimes the lower entities who are there, they can be little strange or frightening. Their appearance and all. Like in movies also we see, right? The different kind of energies, the vibrations, the when we watch any spiritual movies or about the gods, the Rakshasas and all the lower entities, they are kind of right negative frequencies. Drunk or drugged people may see lower and astral beings. Your author says those who normally drunk or smoke and all, when they try to do astral travel and all, they go to the lower frequencies because when we do these kind of things, it naturally pulls energy down and we might attract these lower entities. But otherwise, normally our consciousness is always high, so we go into the most 99% we go into the higher planes only. But only if we have fear, any negative emotions, we might go. So fear gives power to disturbing experiences. So only the main thing is to fear. Don't fear, don't doubt anything. Just naturally allow. See, even if we go on the road, right, sometimes we may meet some people who doesn't behave well. We may meet thieves or robbers or some strange people, right? So it's quite common. The same way here author says, you just how you travel on the road and all. Here also you are a traveler. You might see many things. Just ignore and go yourself, right? If you just fear and stop, they might, you know, bring you down. But if you are confident and just calmly observing them, they won't do anything to us. So thought forms and elementals. So thought forms are created by human minds with, a lot of priests and earlier masters and all. They used to create these thought forms by thinking to protect any places or all, right? Any spiritual places they want to protect. Then what they do, they used to create this thought form. So that thought is form of an energy and it protects that place. If anyone wants to enter or want to do anything wrong or try to steal, that energy guides as a protection. It won't allow them. So it fears them, just this energy, but nothing form, but just created by a thought. But these elementals are early spirit beings who are developing the younger spirit beings, right? They don't know anything. They are not evolved and all. So they just, come and make people frightened. They just behave randomly. They might behave mischievously or immaturely, you can say, right? Their main entity is to disturb people. They just come, they do random things, and they try to frighten you, but they cannot do anything. They cannot touch us, they cannot enter us, but they just try to frighten. If you get fear and surrender to them, then they might do something. But otherwise, when we just ignore them and go on our way, they won't do anything. So they cannot truly harm humans. They are just as uh, a spirit form, kind of forms. So it's very random that we may encounter, but these things are there. We might see them. But no need to fear or no need to get scared about them because we never saw them. When we see any beings when we do astral travel, it's natural that we might fear. Even if we see masters or some kind of angels, we never saw them before. It might be strange or we cannot believe that we actually saw. We might have doubt or confusion. So don't carry any of those things. So fear attracts lower entities. So fear attract disturbing experiences. Elementals enjoy frightening beginners. Right? Their tendency is to just frighten or threaten people and stop them from doing astral travel. Right? Elements enjoy frighten the beginners, those who just try to do astral travel. Naturally, right? People who are used to that, they don't care about. But one who is doing first time, they are really scared or kind of then these spirits, right? They know, okay, this might be first time. They just try to make fun or try to frighten you or do some random things. So calmness removes their influence. When we are calm and confident, they just go away. Most travelers never meet them. So it's very rare that we meet them. But in case if we meet also, just be strong and just ignore them. Higher awareness rises beyond lower planes. So immediately when we shift our awareness, we just move into the higher vibrations. Normally, when we are doing astral travel, means we are mostly in the positive thought that only we are doing. It's very rare case that once you are traveling, if you are feared, then you might be going into that. The higher and middle astral planes. The higher planes shine with brilliant light. Right? As we go into the higher dimensions or higher planes, as we said, there are a lot of angels and pure consciousness, right? We encounter a lot of spiritual beings there who are very bright light. Human awareness expands beyond the earth. So when we travel, it might be up to 3 dimension or 4 dimension expands beyond the earth. So we might meet some of our, you know, our friends, families, or relatives, right? As they are also traveling, we can encounter some of the earth beings. Middle astral allows traveling and learning. So as we do, we learn many things. We see a lot of different new things we encounter. So that enhances our wisdom also. All language become understandable. Even if we don't know any language or any place where we are going, but when we are going as a spiritual being, we can understand things, right? It beyond the language and reading and writing is beyond that, right? It's everything in the form of energy. So just by that energy frequency, we can understand things. So greater spiritual realities exist. So the things we cannot see with this physical body or we cannot experience, those things actually we can experience and we can see them. So a conscious astral journey. Yesterday we learned that how we can do conscious astral travel just by thinking consciously and being aware. So the astral body slowly separates. And as we learn, the silver cord always remains connected, right? Once the astral body starts coming out, the silver cord, it turns into bluish, it lights up like a bluish green and it expands as as far as the astral body travels, the silver cord, it expands. So it's always connected. Until the natural death occurs for us, till then the astral cord is connected. Only when real death happens, then only it breaks. Otherwise, most till we die, the astral cord, the silver cord is always connected with the astral body. So other silver cords can be seen as we move out of our house or the roof, right? We go out and we start doing the astral journey. We can see many other silver cords. That means as other people will also be doing consciously, unconsciously. We can see them. We can see the silver cords, and we can see their astral body also traveling. So just how we go out when we see people around, we see the traffic and all. So in the sky or in the astral planes, we can see many other astral bodies, those who are doing astral travel, just like here. So travel happens with incredible speed. Yesterday I said, right? It might be like we are going on a ride. It might be very fast. We can see the wind or sound like we are very going very speed. We are traveling. So that can happen. We can experience that. We are traveling with very high speed. The same way, returning from the astral journey. So once the mind thinks, right, that awareness thinks that we should come back, the slowly the astral body comes back. The silver cord recalls the travel. So once we think, then slowly the silver cord comes, it comes back. Slowly it gets shortened and the body comes back. The astral body returns gently. So when the astral body comes, it just, adjusts itself up above the physical body. The same way as the physical body is lying, it just, sets its position same and then slowly it starts merging back into the body. Right? It happens very naturally and gradually. Sometimes when we are feared or immediately we just come, it might come and we might feel some pressure or sensation or some kind of headache, but naturally it happens very slowly and gradually. The physical life feels limited again. Once we come back to the body, we can see the difference. When we're doing the astral travel, we feel warmth and freedom. But once we come back, the author says it feels like we are wearing a cold or wet clothes, right? We might feel some cold or shivering or kind of things. It's quite normal. So the difference we can see once we enter back into the body. The traveler remembers the journey. So as in the morning when we open our eyes, when we come out of the sleep, then we can actually remember and recollect what happened, what we saw and all. It seems very real. And we can remember each and everything because we consciously did the astral travel. So we know everything, we remember. So practice belief and purity of mind. So your author says practice develops astral ability. The more we practice, the more easily we can do this. Belief shapes the experience. Have that belief, have that confidence and positive thoughts. The more and more we develop positivity and positive thoughts, we move into the higher vibrations and we go into the higher planes when we do the astral travel. Pure thoughts support the spiritual growth. The more purity we have, it supports the spiritual growth, right? Fearlessness gives protection. The more we are, strong and brave, then that automatically it protects us. But when we move into the lower vibration, when we get fear, then we may experience some kind of things. Again, it's just very rare. We don't immediately the body will come back to the astral body will come back to the physical body. It's very rare case that we may go into the lower vibration. So consciousness can travel freely. The more we expand our consciousness, we can travel freely and gain that wisdom and knowledge also. Right? And also the author says, earlier people used to naturally have this astral travel. Everyone used to do, but people misuse this power in olden days. That's why it was taken away. This power was taken away from us. But again, who does meditation and spiritual practice, who develops that purity and patience, right? Then they again can do this astral travel. So nowadays, who comes into meditation or spiritual practice, right? They can experience these things. Otherwise, it's not there for everyone. But earlier, everyone used to do astral travel. It's quite common, right? When people get powers, they misuse. So because of that, this was taken away. Now, as we develop more and more purity, we become pure from inside out. Then we can have this spiritual experiences, and it helps us to grow also spiritually. So, friends, the summary of this chapter: fear lowers the spiritual awareness. Calmness and beliefs protect the traveler. The more calm and patient we are, we can easily travel. Practice develops conscious astral travel. The more we practice, the more easily we can travel. So some of the reflection points. What fear hold back my spiritual growth? Just see what kind of fears you have and what is holding you back from experiencing anything. How strong is my belief in higher consciousness? How much purity, how much positive we are? Am I practicing calmness and purity through of thought daily in throughout your day? Are you practicing the calmness and purity in your thoughts? Just develop these things consciously by being aware and more mindful. We can develop this all and have a good spiritual experiences and easily grow spiritually also. So thank you, friends. I hope this was helpful to you all. If anyone has any questions or want to answer anything, you can unmute yourself.
I think, yeah, this is really a very interesting chapter, G. I think it is given completely, what we don't know. That is the big section of what we don't know, the totally different world. So thanks for getting this chapter. Definitely, we have to. I think I will go once again this video to make sure I'm understanding everything. But thanks, it's a great session.
Thank you. Yeah, definitely knowing this wisdom is important for all.
Right, right.
Thank you. Yes, friends. Anybody else?
Yes, friends, yeah, definitely. It helps us to come out from the fears, right? Most of the time, even though, if you do meditation, sometimes if you get any experience or you feel that you're traveling, suddenly we come back to our body and open our eyes. So this helps, to continue your meditation or, your sleep time. If you're feeling that your, astral travel is happening, just be witness and go with that flow. We are like witness what's happening. So before, if you don't know these concepts, definitely we fear that something is happening, some bad spirits are coming and all these things. There are no bad spirit. The main thing is we need to elevate our energy. That is the important thing. So once our energies are high, once you practice regular meditation, if you're in, having a good people around you. Good people means like-minded people. Satsangs. If you attend regular satsangs and reading spiritual books, so definitely your aura and everything is now interrelated. We see that the energy, how your energy level is. So if your low energy means if our thoughts are fearful thoughts or some emotions, traumas, if anything like that will lower your energies. And definitely if you do if you get astral travel experience, you will go into the lower planes. So, but most of the meditators, if they get experience, definitely they go into the higher dimensions. And some meditators they meet masters and they get messages. Definitely, like if your intentions are pure and you are looking some answers and you want to grow spiritually or you want to get some answers, definitely we get during astral travel also we get so many answers. So, but we know the concepts now, but how we increase our energy and the practices, all these practices, what we are doing right now, it's really helpful.
Yeah. Ramesh, quick question.
Mhm.
I think I did ask this earlier too. I'm always, curious about to how these spiritual efforts are connected to our horoscope. So the zodiac signs and all those things are like they say, right? These people will have these qualities and all those things. So when it comes to spirituality, are we trying to eliminate everything, like set base as a zero for everyone, and this horoscope and all these zodiac signs doesn't even matter? Like I'm always kind of curious to know what's the relation. So are these masters have better horoscope than us? So
Right.
something
So
like that.
I had this same question. You
Okay.
know, when I used to believe a lot the astrology and this Vastu. So there is astro science is there, Vastu science is there.
Mm-hmm.
So how to, once we know the spiritual science, so we can overcome astrology science, astro science, or you can overcome the Vastu science. So astrology is there. based on the planets, our life will go, right? We all know that, okay,
Mm-hmm.
astrologers say that, okay, your planets are not good, be careful. We get alerts. So then, okay, we have to be very careful, whatever the Sani Mahadasa, there is different things, right? So there is a concept, there is a science, but once you are spiritually strong, that means the spiritual science.
Mm-hmm.
So these things you can overcome easily,
I see.
override.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the practice of spiritual science, regular meditation will help you to, even though our planets are not good, or our signs
Right.
are not good, but still it won't impact you.
So it's basically our energy level. So each planet has got its own energy. How
Right.
they are impacting us, depends on how strong you are. If you are weak, then it affects you, and if you're strong, they don't affect you, right? So you are immune to that. So
Right.
that's the understanding I'm having now. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But again, as you mentioned, Raji, they're all interconnected. When we come into this uh, body, we take birth, right? We choose certain experiences that we will experience. So our planets and all, the timings and all, everything is decided. The incidents happen, right? The timings and everything happen.
Mm.
And when positive things are happening, that means the past, whatever we did, good things, those are impacting us. We are going spiritually. And sometimes, if some things are not working, also, that means we are clearing a karmic problem. We should not
Karma.
take,
Okay.
Shani by punishing us. That means
Right.
whatever the balance is clearing, and we are completely freeing from those things. So we should
I
take
see.
that.
Okay, good, good. Okay, so it's like basically the karma that we come with also matters in our journey and the experience we face. Yeah. Okay.
So
Good.
as we have free will also, based on some of the choices, the things may change. And as we do more in the spiritual practice, any spiritual service and all, those things add up. And at the right time, we get some right guidance and not necessarily that we should, whatever we chose, right, to experience, positive or negative, we experience everything. Some of them may be dissolved by doing our work and all. Few things we might experience and might be their intensity might be reduced. That can happen.
Okay. Good. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very useful.
Yes. Okay. Anybody else? Okay, friends, if there are no questions, then let's go into the meditation. Yeah. I'm just sharing it again every day. Hopefully, most of you know, but still. So, friends, if anyone join you, the posture is very simple as you see in the picture. Just sit comfortably, clasp your hands, fingers into fingers, and cross your leg at ankle. Remove your specs, close your eyes, and gently observe your breath. We are making this posture because whatever the energy we are receiving, the cosmic energy during the meditation, the circuit is forming, right? We are locking our hands, we are locking our legs, we are closing our senses. Means we are moving them inwards, not outward. The eyes and everything, we are moving inwards, right? We are going into ourselves. So the energy is circulating within us. And at the end, we say gently, place your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Because whatever the energy we have received in the hands, we are receiving it back to our eyes and then slowly opening our eyes. But the energy is within us. We are not leaking out or releasing that. So whenever you get thoughts, just bring your attention back to the breath. Initially, we might get 100 times the thoughts might come. The 100 times you need to bring your attention back. But as we do regularly, the thoughts, the intensity will slowly slow down and we can easily go into the empty state. Initially, for a few days, it might be difficult, but later we all can easily go into that flow. When we do with the group energies will help us to go into the trance or emptiness very easily. So the group and meditations are very impactful. So I'll play the music and guidance and let's do this meditation together. Dear friends, dear masters, Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Clasp your hands, fingers into fingers. Observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. Don't forcefully inhale or exhale. Just observe the breath. As you observe the breath, mind becomes empty. Be with your breath, dear friends. Let thoughts come and go. Don't get distracted by your thoughts. Bring your awareness back to the breath. Go deeper and deeper into yourself. Experience the calmness, emptiness, Gently bring your awareness back to the body. Feel any sensations in your body, dear friends. Recollect your experiences. What did you see or how did you feel? Now let's express gratitude. Be grateful to your parents, teachers, and mentors. Be grateful to plants, animals, Mother Nature, all the planets, the universe. Be grateful for this beautiful environment, for all the things we have. Whenever you're ready, slowly place your palms on your eyes for 5 seconds and then slowly open your eyes. Thank you, friends. I hope you all had a good meditation. Tomorrow, Friday and Saturday, we have only meditation from 9:30 to 10 p.m. So please join accordingly. Thank you. Have a good day and good night, everyone.